Okay.
Ok, è partito. Vediamo.
Okay. Hello everybody, and aspetta. Hello everybody, and welcome to this meeting, so this virtual meeting. We will speak today about fascination, mesmerism, and we will develop these techniques. I will also explain a little about how to about how to learn these techniques. Sassina, can you just check a moment that my video is big? Puoi controllare che il mio video sia grande, Sassina?
Sì, si vede bene. Sì.
Perfetto. Okay, I present myself a little. I introduce myself. My name is Marco Paret. I learned fascination and I learned mesmerismus. Mesmerism, we can say, but now it's mesmerismus because is a way to say we are doing something unique. I learned these techniques from some masters. These masters were Virgilio. Virgilio was a man that lived in the countryside near Turin, and was my first encounter with this kind of hypnosis. A friend of mine told me, there is somebody that hypnotizes, incredible. I don't know how. I even searched in every book. People stay like this, gaze open. They, I don't know how he does. And through this friend, I got to know Virgilio, and he had a very unique method of hypnotizing. And really, people stayed like this. At the beginning, it was very difficult for us to understand this fact. And in the recent books that we could read, I speak of Erickson, Rossi, or different other stuff. We also went to America. We met many American hypnotherapists. We were also speaking at the National Guild of Hypnotists conference, but nobody was able to put people in this state. And it was something very strange until we discovered that the ancient knew this state called of fascination, where people stay like frozen. In reality, the state is known from the dawn of the humanity, because even the Greeks knew that they had the history of Medusa, and they told that somebody looking in this Medusa into the eyes, they become petrified. But it's exactly what happens in fascination, that people in some way get petrified. And now we can even explain in a neurological way what happens, because recent researches, this for example of Porges, that is the founder of polyvagal theory in America, found that we have a branch of the autonomous nervous system that is responsible for freezing, for blocking. And in reality, what we were seeing were people freezing. So this kind of hypnosis that we get with the gaze is very primitive, very original, and very similar to the animal hypnosis. I mentioned that I will speak about some of my masters. The first was Virgilio, the second one was Di Pisa. Di Pisa could put away pains in a very, very short times. Just looking at the person and could put away the pain. This ability, we knew Di Pisa because we were interested in the gaze, and I knew that he worked with the gaze. And there too, it took time to learn and unveil his system. These systems are with the guys are now in my course, in the course that I will teach now. I will teach in Rome, and also I try the most possible to teach them in my online training course. And now I want to introduce a little more to what we do, and show some slides that I have prepared in order to show you a little something about the gaze and the power of the gaze. After, obviously, after these masters that I knew, I began to practice. I met a lot of other masters. And with all these masters, from every person, I learned a little. And I have put all together in order to create a system that we call Mesmerismus, that is very healing, very good. People is always well, and we work with the gaze, with magnetism, with quantum techniques also. Quantum techniques means techniques with or with these techniques we help the person to go to the 0 point, a biological 0 point, and in some way to recover a lot of energy. And because when 0 point is said that when we put away all matter from a point, we have still a lot of energy. And in reality, when we go inside ourselves and we put away thinking, we can recover a lot of energy. But about these points, I will speak a little later. I just want to say that I diffused my technique all over the world. I have people that came to my classroom from Australia, Taiwan, America, South America. Now, this last year, a little less, because for the COVID, the travels were a little difficult. But before, we had always a very international, always a very international group of people coming. And in our international course, we have still that. Why the gaze is so powerful? How to experiment it? I will introduce you today a little teaching also. Teaching how you can introduce yourself to the power of the gaze. To understand it, you can use different methods. The first one is mirror gazing. You go in front of a mirror and you look at yourself at this point. You try not to blink. It's very important, try not to blink. Because in some way, when we blink, we cut our thinking. We, in some way, each time we blink, we can say we change mental diaphragm. We change thought. In reality, when we don't blink, it's like an energy that you build up. So you look at yourself. The distance from you and the mirror should be about this. Even a little more is possible, but at the beginning, you don't have such experience to be very, very concentrated. And you just look at you. This exercise in itself is good to increase presence, is good to increase your well-being. You feel yourself better. This exercise is very, very strong. I will continue a little. At a point, we will, okay, go in front of a mirror, don't blink, continue observing, give yourself the suggestion to go forward or back. You can immediately see something that with the gaze is important. You can, in some way, have some part of your mind, the critical part, going away, and you can have yourself acceding to some unconscious answers. Practice. There are many videos on my channel. I will show you my channel in a moment. Why it is very strong? Mind influences body, but also body influences mind. Both go together. What happens when you practice this technique? You will change your mind less often. You will increase will. Obviously, you will not have always the same results. Sometimes you will be tired. Sometimes, Blinky is connected to what we think. We can use this kind of guys also when we are with in normal. Okay. This point I want to say, our foveal vision is very connected with our conscious mind. The center of the mind, the eye, is connected with the conscious mind, but the peripheral view is connected with the unconscious mind. So we can, in some way, when we look at the center, we put away our conscious mind. The same happens when people look at spirals. Spirals have also the effects of excitating the lateral parts. It means the unconscious mind. But now I go a little faster, and beyond these experiments, and I will show you, for example, something done with the gaze. This girl, for example, or this before this man. In this case, here you see also another kind of hypnosis, passes. Passes induce a state. Some people say, I will put away a little the music. Passes say, why you do this movement? We don't touch the person, but in reality, we go very near the person. And when you can try with yourself even now. When you put the hand near you, you feel a little the warmth. So we give non-verbal stimulation, even without touching the person. Here I will show now how we increase flexibility. I try to just looking. But in this case, we have done without looking, we have done just with mind, and person will increase. But after I have another video where I will show you how we get the same result. We get another result with another person without just with fascination. Some people ask why you touch the persons in some points. We touch because the body is the first part with which we communicate. Here, I will show something with the gaze. I will show this one. Just a moment. I will take the video in another point. This is a live. If you want to ask something in this moment, you will have my assistant, Sassina, that will answer you and will give you some information. I want to say you also that we have a course that will be here in that we will do very soon. A course that we will do in Rome, and this course that we will do in Rome will be both the basic level, both the advanced level, and will be the occasion to learn. Okay, I have now everything we need. Okay, I will show now. This is flexibility with the gaze that I will show you. Short video that that is done just, in this case, just with the gaze. This woman, this was done in Switzerland. And in this case, I will not do passes. I will just look at her. She begins to oscillate. I look at her, you see, she's completely fascinated. Her eyes are completely open. And she bends down completely. I am still always looking. Here I told the person to, the person here was doing an error because he should do something. I think I will redo the exercise in a moment. Because the person didn't hold his, now he's holding. And we see again that she bends again and again. But she can bend even more. Just the person there was, and what is interesting is that the person feels different. Why I show you this video, and why we speak about flexibility? Because we speak about, we create flexibility also in the mind. When we work with a person, we create in some way also mental flexibility. And the techniques we do can change, can help change. And now I will show you something about change. Okay. This will be this is video that we have done in Russia. In Russia, I have done a lot of wonderful courses. Just a moment. Okay. Let's go with the video. I will do now a technique with the gaze hit. You see, the girl, in this case, we did a technique that created a crisis immediately in this girl. She had just with the gaze. The gaze and some movement. She's now in a trance. You see the eyes, the head. I advance a little the video. I am speaking. Why I do these touches? I do these touches because these touches, you see, the body reacts. We have a crisis beginning. My hand stay there, and the body feels. When I say that when I say that the body reacts, and even when you do passes, the body will feel it, I'm referring exactly what that. You have seen now a gaze and after a reaction. This reaction that you see here are very, very therapeutic. They can give a strong change to the person. This kind of technique we do. I should say that this kind of technique we do all the time, and if you participate in our courses, you will see. As you see, everything was done non-verbally. This video you can find on our channel, and she had a crisis. What is a crisis? I come back to what I told you before about therapy, polyvagal therapy. And as we told, a person can freeze, can stay freezed. And even a moment of our life can freeze ourselves. With the technique of crisis, we unfreeze people. And they can be free again. It is not very long to do these techniques. We can say that in 1 or 2 times, we can completely put away a lot of emotion. It's something that all my students that practice hypnotherapy practice daily, and they got wonderful results. Actually, more and more people is doing this kind of techniques because we can say that we put together hypnosis, some new modern neurological elements, and also a long tradition. And we can have people change deeply. This is not the only type of change that we can do. We can use also the gaze to have changes just looking at the person. You can think that the gaze influences people, and looking will create, will put away the mind, the conscious mind, as I have told, and will immediately create space for change. If you have ever done classical hypnosis, what you see here is sure completely new, but is complementary. I think that every person that does verbal hypnosis should know also non-verbal hypnosis, because after it will work better and with more assurance with his clients. And also with the gaze, you can use the gaze to have more charisma, more assurance. You can use the gaze in life. You can use the gaze for getting results. You can use the gaze for really changing your life. Our school, here she's recalling what happened. Our school, as I told, brings together ideas from neurosciences that I got to long researches, ideas from the past, from traditions in which I was personally introduced, and the goal is helping transformation. So today we have begun a little to give a small look inside mesmerismus. What I have told to you now is a practice looking at the mirror, two ways of working. We have seen how a person can bend, and we have seen also how a crisis was done. We have spoken about the magnetic passes. Magnetic passes can help to change people, to go deep. People is in lack of their body, we can say. It means that when there is a lack of touch in life, and magnetic passes are something that will help many people to recover the body. The body is the missing guest with us, and we help recovering the body deep and very fast transformation. Non-verbal hypnosis is the fastest way to transform people. I was, for example, doing yesterday a course with Italian people. In this course, we spoke about time. And when we spoke and we examined both verbal and both non-verbal techniques. With verbal techniques, we saw that people sit time in line, sit time in different way. But when we go non-verbally, all the time is there. We can go immediately to solve the problem. And we go immediately to the change, as you saw with the girl before. I invite you to visit my channel. On my channel, you will see a lot of videos. Also, we are running now a course. This is an online course. I should say that the online course is a gift from the COVID. It means that I never thought to do an online course, but with the COVID, we did an online course, and we saw that was interesting. It was interesting because in the online course, people had the occasion at least to be introduced to learn, and to ask a lot of stuff, because you see my video, you cannot ask, but in the course you can ask. And the online course after is complementary to the offline course. It means the course in Rome that we will do in the next days, and we have also a course in Béziers in France. The course in France actually is just in French. The course in Rome will be in English, Italian. We will see, even if it is necessary, we can translate. And for the moment, I will keep here my presentation, because we already told a lot of stuff, and I like to do stuff on the point, fast, immediate. I invite you to visit the channel, to come, if you can, to visit us, to write. You can even write to our site, and we will welcome you. Bye bye.